Good evening. My name is Lori Kirkendall. You should have my comments in writing in front of you as well. According to the Texas law, this Board of Trustees holds the voting authority for all the health curriculum, including sexuality instruction. While you are to consider the recommendations from the SHAC, you are in no way obligated to adopt them. You all have received extensive information about multiple SHAC process and curriculum content concerns, which together provide ample reason to vote against the SHAC recommendations. I would ask you to consider these questions. First, does the McGraw-Hill curriculum comply with state laws for sex education? I was told ISD Legal has not been asked to review this. Multiple instances show where all 5 tenets of the law are violated. 2, does McGraw-Hill meet 100% of the new health TEKS? The publisher has self-proclaimed that it does, but it was not vetted by TEA nor audited by DISD. I provided a specific example where the publisher states a student expectation is met, and in fact it is not. Goodhart-Wilcox was vetted by TEA and adopted by the State Board of Education. It can be discouraging when educational votes like this become political. You all may not be aware that it was the Democrats on the State Board of Education that carried the vote to adopt McGraw-Hill, the publisher you've been asked to turn down for sex ed. Question 3, why were 2 board members of Interrupt allowed to participate in the vote to recommend a partnership with their organization? I was told DISD Legal cleared this as neither an ethical concern nor a conflict of interest. It just seems obvious these 2 SHAC panelists should have recused themselves from the discussion and vote. 4, what is the district's plan to implement the opt-in process? House Bill 1525, which implemented this new requirement, went into effect last June and should have been implemented this school year. You all were told in board briefing that a plan would be coming forth early in next year. It's important to not defer to the opt-in and overlook careful review and curriculum selection because parents look to the district to make the best decisions for their children. 5, why do we continue to elevate teen pregnancy, which has declined steadily and significantly for 25 years, and minimize the risks of STDs and the emotional harms of teen sexual activity, which are all increasing at alarming rates? McGraw-Hill presents inaccurate and incomplete information about condoms and contraception and does not align with the TEKS on STDs nor emotional risks. Both McGraw-Hill and Interrupt point students to websites that normalize sexual activity and present graphic material most of us would consider inappropriate. And 6, has the community been surveyed to justify the additional ideological, transgender, and non-binary content in McGraw-Hill, which was not included in the TEKS? These are all critical topics I urge you to explore further for your students and for the district. Thank you.
Thank you.